Natalie, it's out of the District of Maryland. The U.S. Attorney in the District of Maryland is a career federal prosecutor. They worked with the National Security Division in Main Justice. There are several career attorneys' names on this indictment. So this is not a political indictment. And it's a very serious indictment. You're looking at 18 different counts against John Bolton. I think 8 of them were for transmitting national defense information. That means he was sending national defense information apparently through his AOL accounts or his personal email accounts. And then they got him for 10 counts of retaining national defense information. These are very serious espionage charges. And what's so damning for John Bolton in this indictment is they go through in this indictment to show his knowledge and intent. They go through and quote John Bolton in the past for when he's talked about how doing the very things he allegedly did here is a very serious national security crime, espionage. And they go through these documents, and some of these documents are top secret with code names. So these are beyond top secret documents for as far as I can tell from his time as the president's national security advisor. So he had access to the most classified information in all of our governments, and he's sending it via personal email, and he's retaining it. So you're not going to be able to say this is a political case here with the career prosecutors in the District of Maryland, the career prosecutors at Main Justice, and the National Security Division, and just the magnitude of the number of classified documents, highly classified documents that he sent and that he retained. He's in a very deep hole, and it looks like John Bolton, if these allegations are true, he's going to go to prison for a very long time.
Walk us through the timeline on this. Is there going to be a perp walk? What does that look like?
That's a very good question. That's going to be up to the prosecutors in the District of Maryland. I know Lindsay Halligan made the decision, and I think the correct decision. I didn't think it was correct at the time, but I understood her rationale. She made the correct decision not to perp walk James Comey and Tish James, Big Tish, for their charges in the Eastern District of Virginia for lying to Congress, false statements to Congress, and obstruction of a congressional investigation for Comey, for mortgage fraud, bank fraud, and false statements to a financial institution for Big Tish James, the New York Attorney General, because she didn't want to create sympathy for those defendants in the Eastern District of Virginia, which is loaded up with government workers and other Democrats. You're going to have the same issue in Maryland. And so we may not see perp walks here because they may want to keep this low key. On the other hand, espionage is a very serious charge, as John Bolton has said repeatedly, and as the prosecutors outlined in this indictment. This was an indictment by Democrats, largely Democrats in the suburbs of Washington, D.C. and Maryland, just like Lindsay got with the suburbs of D.C. in Alexandria in the Eastern District of Virginia. I'm reading through, again, I'm just reading through this now. It's 26 pages, but these are very serious charges.
Mike, if people want to follow you, stay up to date with everything you're working on, where can they go to do that?
Yeah, it's article3project.org, article number 3project.org. You can follow us on social media, donate, but only what you can afford, and take action. The War Room Posse's superpower. But I would encourage the War Room Posse to go read this 26-page indictment of John Bolton. It's damning.
Thank you, sir, for joining us. We'll have you back on soon.